Hello, St. Columbanus. My name is Dr. Angela Swain. I'm a business psychologist, ministerial coach, and adjunct professor at Catholic Theological Union. I am also the new director of the Office of Human Dignity and Solidarity for the Archdiocese of Chicago, and new member of the St. Columbanus family. During the season of Lent, and as we consider our theme, God is able, I'd like to take a moment to hold space for all of those who have been the examples, the standard bearers in our lives, individually and collectively, who have been witnesses of this theme for us. For our mothers and fathers who paid bills with money they didn't think they had. For our grandparents who fed multitudes of family members because they believed God. For our ancestors who achieved the unimaginable because they knew God would make a way. And for our ancestors in the faith who trusted God and because of their faith they experienced miracles that made the history book of our faith, our sacred text, the Bible. God is able to do just what He said He would do. Oh, you remember, don't you? Moses, the courageous leader who led the Israelites out of Pharaoh's bondage. Sarah, who, although barren, believed God had changed her name because she was called to be the mother of many nations. David, a shepherd boy who defeated a giant with a slingshot. And of course, Christ our Lord, who came that we may have life and life more abundantly. God is able to do just what He said He would do. And as I consider all the ways God has fulfilled His promises to us, I hear God say, share your story. Which one, God? Do I tell them the story of how 8 years ago I almost died from blood clots in my right leg and right lung, but you kept me? God, you're able to do just what you said you would do. Or God, do I tell them about how I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis over 20 years ago, yet I am walking and talking without any assistance? You're able to do what you said you would do. Or about how my father died when I was very young, but my father-in-law interceded for me and became my dad, guiding me and instructing me through my young adulthood. You are able to do it. Family, I know that the role I'm in now as director of the Office of Human Dignity and Solidarity is the role I've been preparing for the past 20 years. You see, for the past 20 years, I've been wife, mother of 3, caregiver for my mom, and graduate student. I vividly remember my frustration, asking my mother, why am I doing all of this? I feel as though I'm called to these various graduate degree programs, CTU, University of Chicago, St. Xavier, the Chicago School of Professional Psychology. But to what end? To what end really? And like our ancestors of faith, I felt called, professionally barren, too small to defeat my giant, and constantly negotiated with God in my garden. This Garden of Gethsemane. But why? In response, my mother always said to me, keep going. God will show you, and it will all make sense in the end. Friends, God is able to do just what he said he would do. See, a long time ago, God promised me that my calling was to develop leaders. But because of my health and ministry to my family, I didn't see how I could. And the Lord said it's because you had to learn about the people, the context, and the how. In other words, you had to learn how to minister to those who profess me in the Catholic context during a time when church was being redefined so that you could help develop them. So in my Gethsemane, I now know that God was always able, even when I didn't understand. St. Columbanus, be encouraged today. And as we prepare to celebrate Jesus' resurrection, know that he is able to do just what he said he would do. And I encourage you, like my mother encouraged me for decades. Keep going. God will show you, and it will all make sense in the end. God bless you.